What advice would you give? I get a lot of tweets and comments and stuff saying, "How do I?" Yeah, people ask me like, "Where do you get your money for sneakers? How do you buy so much sneakers?" Like, what advice would you give to people who are pretty much new to the game and they're just trying to find sneaker money? Like, How do you manage your sneaker money? Do you just start buying shoes, or do you like have a budget, or how do you do with sneakers and money and all that?
Yeah, have a budget. If you have a job, if you don't have a job, you're constantly asking your parents for money. It's their hard-earned money, and with the new sneakers nowadays, you're asking your parents what for $200 every single week, which is it's pretty crazy. But if you have a job, put some money aside into like a little, this is my shoe fund. This is my car rent's gonna go here. My gas, my food. Take care of the necessities and the stuff you have to. Then after that, you have some stuff left over. Go buy yourself something nice. Hopefully, it's not something really crazy. Um, you know, Instead of getting one shoe general release every single week for $200, you can save that $200 up. That you get $600 at the end of 3 weeks, and you can buy a really nice shoe that you like, or even a couple of them. Hopefully, you get them for retail. So I would go there. Don't get every single shoe that comes out. That way, you're just gonna sit on stuff. 99% of the time, you're probably not gonna wear that shoe. You just got it because you were able to grab it, and people want to flip stuff every now and then. Just grab, you know, just wear what you like. Grab something you're gonna wear every day or every other day, or you can throw it into your rotation, and you're gonna enjoy wearing them. Some of these shoes, if I can wear them in a full week, I will. Um, that'd be what I would do.
What would you do? What do you do when there's a new shoe that's coming out? Do you sell old shoes, or how do you do that?
Yeah, me personally, I will sell an old shoe or a couple of shoes. I'll throw them up on eBay, or if one of my friends or someone's looking for it, I'll reach out to them first and say, hey, I'm gonna let this shoe go. I'm looking forward to, like, say when the LeBron 13 comes out for me, I'm gonna clear out a couple of shoes that have been sitting there for a while that I haven't really worn, or either they got worn once or twice, and I'm just not, it's just gonna be sitting in my room. I'd rather give up two shoes and get a shoe that I'm actually gonna start wearing. So for me, I don't want to keep expanding my collection. I want to wear everything as much as I can. So I'm obviously my collection has got a lot smaller, but it's stuff that I like. It's stuff that I like to wear. Majority of my Jordans are gone because I'm not that big of a Jordan guy anymore. But I'll trade two pairs of Jordans. I'll grab one pair of LeBrons. Easy, and it's something I'm passionate about. I like to collect these ones. I like to wear them mostly.
Now
Um,
you say you wear your shoes a lot. What do you what do you say to the people who buy shoes and they just collect them?
Swag a ditty. Wear your sneakers.
You fucking saggy. No, seriously.
Say it again.
What do you say to people who just go out there and just buy shoes consistently, like without even like thinking, like they just buy as much as they can just to have every shoe possible, like,
I'm against that.
and they don't wear them. That's the most important thing. People who
Yeah.
don't wear them, like, what's the point?
If
Like,
you're not gonna wear them, what's the point? I understand if you're a reseller, if you're into that whole thing, you want to buy them to flip them, and if you have something else that you're going for, all the power to you. If you can make that money really quick and buy a more exclusive shoe or whatnot that you're actually gonna wear, but just buying them and constantly putting them up in your room and just sitting there for no reason, that's $200, $250 every single time. So it's just money that's just sitting there. It's not going anywhere. You're not gonna wear the shoe, so might as well take that money and invest into something else that you're actually going to use, whether it be, three pairs of, you get rid of like five pairs, whatever, and you grab two decent pairs that you're actually going to wear every day that, one you can ball in, because at the end of the day, these are basketball shoes, fellas. So, you can play basketball in them. They're not going to hurt you. Majority of my LeBrons, I think I played in pretty much almost every single number. I want to see what it feels like in every single shoe. So, and then of course to find out which shoe I'm gonna be the most comfortable to ball in, and that'll be the 10 for me. So yeah, I'm against hoarding shoes. I feel like that's not a collection. I feel like you're a hoarder. If you don't wear them, what 10 years down the road, what's gonna happen? You're gonna pick up the shoe, you're gonna put it on your foot, you're gonna take one step outside, the whole sole crumbles. What are you gonna do now? You're just gonna have this little bottom shoe that just it's like a little sock. You're gonna walk around the house in a little sock, basically. So Yeah, I'm not for the only one shoe that I have that's never going to be worn is these size 16. Of course, LeBron James signed ones. These will never get worn. Of course, one, I'm not a size 16, and two, they're signed by the greatest basketball player I've ever seen and met. Also, shout out to Bron, that's my boy. And yeah, so that's the only shoe in my collection that would not get worn. Other than that, pretty much everything else would get worn. I'm saving these for a really good day. Shout out to my boy Kais. Probably my engagement night, or I don't know, something for first son, first daughter, whatever it is. But these will get broken out. Just waiting for the special. Maybe my wife's dress is going to be cheetah print. I don't know.